This is WSLS 10, Virginia Today at 6.
This is a situation where something snapped.
An 18-year-old's in jail this morning after a series of crimes, including a shooting involving a local TV reporter. What one neighbor is saying about this case. And supporting the victim and holding the criminal accountable. The new protocols for handling sexual assaults in Virginia and the latest university to sign this agreement. Good morning and happy Friday to you. We thank you for starting your day with us here on Virginia Today. I'm Patrick McKee. Well, not too bad for us outside here as we kick off this Friday. Give you a live look, though, ahead of the football games tonight as we are kicking things off at Stanton River High School in Bedford County for our first and 10 kickoff pep rally. We started about an hour ago. A lot of spirit there. We're checking in with Aaron Brookshire here in a few minutes, who is there live. But first, let's get over to Christina Montori in the Weather Center. She's got an update on your forecast as you get ready for the school day and for the football games tonight. Christina, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, great forecast for those football games tonight. This morning, starting out a little bit chilly west of the Parkway, but pretty mild heading east of the Parkway, especially in South Side. 55 degrees in Danville, 54 in South Boston. Getting cooler into Hot Springs and Lewisburg in those lower 40s. Roanoke right in the middle at 46 degrees. We have some fog to look out for this morning. Blacksburg at 5 miles of visibility. That has been decreasing, so over the next hour here, expect a little bit more fog there. We are looking at less than a quarter of a mile of visibility in Wytheville, right around a mile in Lewisburg. After 10 this morning, visibility will be pretty good for everyone. We're looking at a mix of sun and clouds today. More cloud cover in the New River Valley, more sunshine elsewhere, with temperatures topping out in the lower 60s in the NRV and Highlands, mid 60s for Lynchburg and Roanoke, 67 for a higher, warmest spot in South Side. At 6:10, I'll have your hour-by-hour day planner, your Friday night football forecast, and your 7-day outlook. Patrick?
Thank you, Christina. It's 6:02 now, and there were scary moments for one Bedford County neighborhood. Investigators, they're trying to determine this morning what caused an 18-year-old to leave his home with a gun and shoot at 3 people in cars that were passing by in Thaxton. WSLS 10's Rob Manch has the latest for us from Bedford County.
This is the house right here behind me where deputies say 18-year-old Daniel Flint lit a pile of logs on fire next to a propane tank and broke down a door to get to a .270 caliber rifle. We spoke to one neighbor across the street who says he always knew Flint had mental issues and he's just happy that everyone ended up okay.
He had problems, but you know, you deal with it, that's all. But he's never been violent or anything like that.
Bill Roth says he wasn't home when Flint left the house with the gun. Deputies say Flint found the .270 caliber rifle after breaking down a door in the house. He then set fire to a pile of wood in the backyard next to a propane tank. Officers then got a call Flint was walking down Wheatland Road with the gun.
At 1:43 p.m., dispatchers received a call from WDBJ 7, who advised that a subject had fired a shot at their van at the intersection of Von Roy and Wheatland Road.
Roth says he received a call as well.
Another neighbor said Daniel was out with a rifle, which then now all of a sudden, you know something serious is going on.
As Flint made his way down Wheatland Road, police say he shot the tire of a passing van. Flint was eventually located by deputies and brought into custody without incident. Now, Roth says he just feels sorry for Flint's parents, who deputies say were at work at the time. Right now, Flint is currently facing charges of malicious shooting at an occupied vehicle, attempted malicious shooting at an occupied vehicle, and arson. Deputies say it's likely more charges are coming. In Bedford County, Rob Manch, WSLS 10.
New this morning, the man accused of setting off bombs in New York and New Jersey that injured more than 30 people last month pleaded not guilty to various state charges, including attempted murder. The charges were related to the shootout that led to Ahmad Khan Rahimi's arrest in New Jersey. The 28-year-old made his first court appearance via Skype since he's still recovering from injuries suffered in that incident. Rahimi also faces federal charges after a pipe bomb exploded in the Chelsea neighborhood, injuring dozens. A court appearance for those charges has not yet been set. Earlier this year, Rahimi purchased the gun he used in the police shootout in Salem. Investigators say he has a Virginia license and has family in Roanoke. An Old Dominion University student who claims she was raped in her dorm room is now filing a federal complaint against the university. The woman claims campus police interrogated her for almost 8 hours, preventing her from getting a medical exam. She claims detectives asked questions that made her feel like she was being violated again, which left her with post-traumatic stress and an anxiety disorder. The university has released a statement saying the school is committed to following all legal requirements for investigating sexual assaults. Changes are on the way when it comes to approaching sexual assault in Central Virginia. Some leaders, including some from the University of Virginia, signed a document that is all about putting perpetrators in jail.
If someone commits a violent sexual offense, they ought to be held accountable, whether that offense occurs on grounds or off, in a dorm room or across the street. With criminal accountability comes deterrence, and with deterrence comes a safer community for everyone.
The document lays out some guiding principles for what's supposed to happen after a sexual assault, including schools will be required to report assault cases to police within 24 hours. Prosecutors say quicker reporting and clearer guidelines could mean more success holding criminals accountable. The new protocols do not require victims to come forward, but ensure they are presented with the option of pursuing a criminal case. Time now, 6:06 in What's News Today. The Pulaski County Board of Supervisors holding a special meeting this morning. The board will introduce the new county administrator at 10:30. Peter Huber retired from that position at the beginning of the year after 31 years of service. The Roanoke-Blacksburg Regional Airport celebrating 75 years since its commissioning this weekend with a Wings of Freedom tour. As part of the celebration, several rare World War II era planes will land at the airport today. That's scheduled for around 1:30. The nonprofit leading the tour says that the B-17 Flying Fortress is one of only 8 in the United States that's in flying condition, and the B-24J is the only remaining example of its type still flying in the world. The Go Outside Festival kicks off today in Roanoke. Organizers say it's a festival that aims to get people involved outside and active. It features demonstrations, stunt shows, and activities like paddleboarding and fly fishing. The event's free at River's Edge Sports Complex and continues through Sunday. The Craftsman Fall Classic gets underway at the Berglund Center today. The Arts and Crafts event was named a top 20 event by the Southeast Tourism Society. Artists and crafters from across the country will set up, showing and selling their work. The event continues through Sunday. Admission's free with a food donation to Feeding America Southwest Virginia. Christmas, now just 72 days away. And to get ready for the holiday shopping rush, retail chain Target will hold hiring events at its stores today and tomorrow. The retailer will hire more than 70,000 seasonal workers for the busy shopping season. That's about the same number it hired last year. 6:08 now, and teams all across Southwest Virginia, they are getting ready for tonight's high school football matchups. In week 8 of the 1st and 10 kickoff pep rally, we're taking a closer look at the Stanton River Golden Eagles. WSLS 10's Aaron Brookshire, she joins us live as the team prepares to take on Allegheny County Mountaineers tonight. Aaron, good morning to you.
Patrick, good morning to you. Yeah, it's homecoming week here at Stanton River High School. Everyone has been so excited. We've got a lot of students out here this morning, some of the staff, the band, and the cheerleaders. You can hear them behind me doing a cheer. I want to talk to a few of the cheerleaders now, kind of about this week and what they're looking forward to tonight. So joining me are Madison, Sierra, and Destiny. So talk about what this season's been like so far. What's your favorite part about getting out on the field Friday night?
I would say my favorite part about Friday nights is just how everybody is so excited around school. Everybody's wearing school colors, and everybody just can't wait to be out there on Friday night, whether you're a cheerleader, a football player, or a student, or a band member. Everybody's just proud to be a Golden Eagle on Fridays.
Definitely, and so you guys have a huge student section as well, right? So talk a little bit about that. Is the crowd just absolutely crazy?
The crowd is huge. They love our football players. You know, every time the football players come out on the field, they're, yelling and holding up signs and cheering them on, and I feel like our football players really appreciate our student section, our cheerleaders, and our crowd as a whole.
And tonight's extra special. This is you guys' homecoming week, so you guys have been doing a lot of homecoming stuff all week long. Talk about that too.
Well, our Spirit Week actually started last Friday with Pink Out, and then it continued on through this week, and we had days like Camo Day and Character Day and Nerds versus Preps, and then it finished with the usual Spirit Day where everybody wears black and gold.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like so much fun. Now, you guys have another cheer you want to show us, right? So we're going to go ahead and touch base with the cheerleaders. This is Elizabeth. And Patrick, I don't know know if you guys know this or not. This is actually my cousin. So tell us a little bit, Elizabeth, about the cheer that you're about to teach us.
This cheer is just a chant that the student section gets in on, and it just really pumps the crowd up.
Awesome. Go ahead.
So it goes, we are SR. We are SR. We are SR. We are SR.
Awesome, guys. And you guys will be doing these cheers, a lot of other cheers out here tonight at this homecoming game. Of course, we'll have coverage on this, updates on what you can expect tonight on WSLS 10 at 11. You see the student section, the teachers in the background as well. We'll be checking in with the Eagles Nest coming up in the next half hour as well. So a lot of fun out here at Stanton River. Live in Bedford, I'm Erin Brookshire, WSLS 10.
And it will be a great night for that football game and all football games across the area. Increasing clouds, but no rain showers to worry about. Temperatures, very Friday Night Football-esque. We are in the upper 50s to start out, low 50s by the end of the game on your way back home. So a nice fall chill in the air, making it feel like football season for sure. We're looking at the 40s west of the Parkway as you step out the door this morning, 50s east of the Parkway. So a little bit mild in Lynchburg and South Side. We do have fog, reducing visibility down to a mile or less in Lewisburg, down to less than a quarter mile in Wytheville. Blacksburg at 5 miles now after 9 this morning. The fog lifts out, and right around 4 this afternoon, we reach our high temperature, low 60s in the NRV and Highlands, middle to upper 60s elsewhere. We do have a high pressure system keeping most of us on the sunny side today, but notice these clouds trying to sneak into the NRV. Today, we are going to see more of those clouds in the NRV compared to the rest of the area with a little bit more sun. During this Friday night football games, the clouds increase everywhere. We wake up on our Saturday morning under mainly cloudy skies. Spotty shower or two, not out of the question Saturday, but I think overall the weekend looks pretty dry both days. Heading into Saturday afternoon, evening, the clouds start to clear out in time for Sunday, which will be a mainly sunny day with temperatures climbing back into the lower 70s. We're looking at the upper 70s to low 80s Tuesday. Best chance for rain on Thursday. Patrick?
6:12 now on your Friday morning, and Starbucks getting ready to give its customers a different kind of buzz with a new drink that combines coffee and beer. The special method that goes into making the drink.
This is the highlight of my career. This is a really big alligator.
Well, it seems everything's really is bigger in Texas. The record-breaking gator captured in the Lone Star State when we look at what's trending today.